we should be coming up any second now.
I see.
All right, let's
fix up the energy real quick.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so so first of all, let's just say we had some technical difficulties. Thank you for bearing with us, you guys. For some reason, when I went live onto Facebook, it didn't go live onto Facebook. So I appreciate you guys alerting us. I got a few text messages. Monica did too, of like, where are you guys? And then a bunch of you jumped onto the Zoom link, which was great. I'm like, man,
you're so proactive.
Yeah, you guys were like on the ball. But I was totally rocking and rolling on my whole presentation. But I'm going to start from scratch because we have so many amazing people listening to this call, and I want to do it justice. So you guys, my name is Christina Delgado, and these are my favorite calls to do. I get to do a lot of calls for Beachbody, for our team, but this one in particular, our coaching sneak peek, is something that always gets me really excited because in my business, hold on. There we go, gallery view. In our business, right, we get to inspire others to take action in their life. So if you're watching this, I want you to really pay attention, to be inspired by our stories, but don't be afraid to take action, because in fact, the purpose of this call is for you to take action, for you to digest the information and then say, you know what, I do want something different for my life, whether it's in health and fitness, whether it's financially, whether you want a community, a supportive community that's going to cheer you on, because that is so lacking in today's society. So listen with an open heart. Listen and be bold tonight at the end of this call. And one thing that I actually didn't say before, but I wanted to say before I tell you my story, is to thank whoever invited you, or whoever will quote unquote be your coach, because it took a lot of courage for them to invite you, but they feel so passionately about what we do as coaches that they want that for you, right? Somehow Beachbody has impacted their life so profoundly that they're being really courageous and going out there and sharing their story and being vulnerable and working really hard, right? Because we're going to tell you that you got to work really hard on your body. You got to work really hard on your mind, and you're going to work really hard on your business, because this business can actually completely change your life, like it's done mine, like it's done Monica's. We're in the same room tonight. Like it's done Casey's in actually a very short period of time. You're going to hear from Casey, who's a fairly newer coach, and then from Amy, who is home with her babies, and we get to do this basically as our full-time job, and it's an ultimate blessing. So you're going to hear from all of us tonight. But my name is Christina Delgado, and I have been a coach now for almost 8 years. I'm the co-founder of the organization that you would be joining, which is called Diesel Nation. You've probably seen our beautiful picture in red. We just took another one at Summit this past weekend. It's so inspiring, and we had an amazing time at Summit. And, you know, it's always one of those events that reinvigorates me for what we do as coaches. And I really had no idea what I was getting into 8 years ago when my sister Becky, who had gotten in shape with P90X and then Insanity, she said, Chris, this whole Beachbody thing, there's a shake involved, and I don't really know what it is, but I know you really need to start eating healthier and you need to change your habits. I was a horrible eater, super picky. I mean, you couldn't get worse than me, and a pack-a-day smoker, and a lawyer. So I had stress, poor eating habits. I mean, just you look up the dictionary for do everything wrong, and you would find a picture of me. And so she said, just drink this shake. Let's see what it's all about. And so I was her first Shakeology customer. Within weeks, I already felt the Shakeology difference. That's what I call it. You just feel the Shakeology difference. You're infusing your body with all these healthy nutrients and probiotics, prebiotics, digestive enzymes. And as your body starts to get really acclimated with all these incredible nutrients that you're putting in, you start feeling better. Your energy levels improve. Your digestion improves. You want to eat healthier, and you want to start working out. So the working out for me kind of happened a little bit later. It didn't happen right away. But as I started losing weight and feeling really energized, I started waking up earlier in the morning to get workouts in. And I started doing Beachbody programs as an attorney, as a new mom. I had 2 babies at home. And I realized that what Beachbody packages together in a pretty little box, right? Fitness, nutrition, and community support truly is the best solution for everyone to get healthy and to get fit. And it really did absolutely change my life. And that's just on the health and fitness side. I truly am really passionate about the programs that Beachbody comes out. And we're in such an exciting time of our business because we just came off the heels of 80-Day Obsession, which is still alive and well, which is still incredibly popular and successful. And then we have Lift 4, which is about to launch. We have our first Hispanic program about to launch. We have To Be Mindset, our first nutrition only program about to launch. And so it really, really, really is a very, very exciting. I mean, in the 8 years that I've been doing this, I call this the Superbowl year. Like never has there been so much going on that would help us build our business. And so, my business didn't start off very fast. I joined for the discount because as a coach, we get 25% off. And you'll hear a little bit more about that as the call goes on. But I attended an event and I was really moved by the stories that I was hearing of people that were changed because a coach helped them change their life. And I don't know about you, but as an attorney or maybe in your day job, it's almost like a selfless job. Like you work, you collect your paycheck, you go home, and rarely does someone tell you, unless you have a really great leader or manager, great job, or you really made a difference today, or man, you changed the trajectory of our business, or whatever it is. It's almost impossible to hear those kinds of things. And then you become a coach and you sell a bag of Shakeology and everybody starts like, yeah, like cheering and everybody's really excited. And it just makes you want more of that. And so as my business started progressing and I started helping people, I realized that this was missing. Like all this excitement and positivity and energy and community. Like I had always been part of teams. I had always been a cheerleader or a softball player. And then all of a sudden you grow up, right? And everything's supposed to be great because you're making money and you're having babies and the whole thing. But there's parts of your past that you miss. And one of those things for me was being part of a team and being a part of a community that is just cheering you on and supporting you. And so little by little, I had very small goals at the beginning, but I let those goals get bigger as my vision for what this opportunity could provide. I let it expand as I went along. It was very hard for me. And you have to understand, I'm an attorney. So I was very skeptical. Like, what? Like I sell fitness programs and Shakeology. And you're saying like in 3 or 4 years, I could be doing this full time. Like, nah, like that's crazy talk, right? But I just let myself evolve. And through personal development, I expanded the way that I thought. I started thinking differently, acting differently, but in a really good way, very positive way. I tell Monica this all the time. I became a better lawyer because I was a coach. Like I was more confident in the courtroom. Like it completely, you just, I don't know. It's just this effect that it has on you. And so I was able to walk away from being a lawyer in 2014. And my sister also walked away in 2013 from her position at her job. And ever since that, we've had a series of leaders on our team be able to do the same. And trust me, you guys, this is not some weird meeting that I'm going to tell everybody, quit your job, join Beachbody. That's not what we're doing here. What we're doing here is inspiring you to take a small step, but with a big vision of what could happen 3, 4, 5, 6. It really doesn't. You see, that's the thing. It really doesn't matter how long it takes because in the process, you're committing to a healthy lifestyle. You're making an example of yourself for your children and to your family. So aside the business and financial aspect, which Amy's going to cover in just a second, like the benefit of the business does so much for your well-being that none of that other stuff really matters until you're in it, right? Like once you start building the business, then you can start dreaming big, right? But the effect of the business is always going to be extremely positive. So, okay, enough about me, but I'm going to talk about our team. So in the 8 years, we've grown an organization called Diesel Nation. And I won't get into why it's called Diesel Nation, but I super duper think it's a badass name. We're amazing. And not just because my sister and I co-founded this team. And of course, I think we're amazing, and I'm a little biased. But we have prided ourselves on creating a very inclusive, loving family and very fun culture on our team. We love to have fun. We love to hang out. We love to get together. We love to travel together. We do so many things. And in the meantime, we're building this legacy for our families. We're passionate. We love hard. We work hard and we play hard. Like, that's the Diesel Nation motto. And I'm very proud of that. I always say I would never have left my job, like gone to school for 7 years, studied so hard, got the best job coming out of my law school class, clerked for a federal judge, did all that stuff. I would never have made that my past if I didn't wholeheartedly believe in this opportunity. We have coaches on our team that are making 6 figures. We have coaches on our team earning significant incomes. We have some doing this as a hobby, right? Where they have spending money and they like that and they enjoy that. And then we have coaches that enjoy the discount. And so we're going to talk about that whole evolution of how that can happen for you. But again, I'm here to tell you that to listen with open eyes, with an open heart, because tonight might be the beginning of a new future for you. And that to me is super duper inspiring. So now I'm going to, because I've been talking now for about an hour because of the whole fiasco with the recording, with the live stream, I'm going to turn it over to Amy, who's going to talk to us about how we earn as coaches.
Thank you, Christy. And thank you guys again for hanging in there while we cleared up our technical glitch. I am really excited to jump on with you all tonight. I have a little bit of PowerPoint for you. That's kind of my background as an accounting manager for 13 years prior to becoming a Beachbody coach. So I'm just going to share screen with you really quick and move my face out of the way. So just really quickly, again, my name is Amy. I have been with Beachbody as a coach for 6 years this coming week. July 2nd is my Beachbody anniversary, and I am absolutely over the moon ecstatic that I've been able to do this for the past 6 years, and it's just been a total life transformation. So as you can see in the slide here, on the left-hand side is when I had my little son with his wiggly hands take my first before picture. And this was a picture that mortified me originally, not because I was hugely obese, but because I was uncomfortable in my own body. I grew up mostly athletic, and you know, you have kids, and then around when your kids are 2 years old, you realize you can't keep calling this baby weight. So you feel all of a sudden, okay, I've got to do something happen. I've got to do something to make a shift, you know, to feel better, or you just keep going in circles, feeling, you know, miserable. And so I had kind of given myself that comfortable excuse of, well, this is just how you are after you're a mom. But my coach, Becky, who you see here, Christy's sister, she kept disproving me over and over again because her kids are about the same age as my children. And she kept showing up on Facebook looking leaner and leaner and more credible, more energy, more passion, more happiness about life and the things she was doing. And I was just like, man, I guess I can't keep saying that this is just how you are after your mom. She's disproving it for me. So after, you know, a lot of skepticism, I finally decided to give it a try for myself. I started with P90X2, which is a really tough program. So I had to modify the heck out of the entire program until it was only about a month into the program, and it's a 3-month program, that I started feeling this something in me that was just like, this is legit. This is real, and this is tough. This is not, you know, a walk in the park, but for the first time in a place that I had been in a very downward spiral with my personal life, I felt like I was in control of something. I knew that I could control whether I pushed play every day or not. I knew that I could control if I woke up in the morning and did my workout. I know I could control what my hands put in my mouth, right, as far as nutrition. So I went ahead and did P90X2 modified and had, you know, this great sense of just confidence starting to bud up inside of me. We'll get into a little bit of my background a little bit more in the next slides, but I was going through a very tough financial spot. I had been laid off after, 13 years as an accounting manager during that tough time that Christy already talked about, 2008, 2009. And our house was being foreclosed on. We had filed for bankruptcy. And this was something that, I was not feeling good about. I mean, who does? But, we came from a place of, doing great. We had great careers, and then this turn. And it's something that, crushed my ego, which in the long run is probably a great thing. And it caused me to really dig deep, for using Sean's phrase, dig deep and really understand what I was made of and what I was capable of. And it challenged me to step up to the plate and create my best life. And Beachbody gave me the tools to do that, not only in health and fitness, but also with this business opportunity. So I want to share with you guys tonight how you earn money as a Beachbody coach. We all love being able to help other people. And at the end of the day, this is a business, and one in which you can earn a substantial amount of income. And we love to see other people who want that for themselves create that. So I want to tell you how. Before I do, I'm proud of this one. I just finished the Lift 4 test group. Woo! And I continued my health evolution. So I'm really proud of my muscles that are popping, thanks to Joel Freeman. And reminder to you guys who are enrolling this week as a coach, this is the program, one of two that are launching in the next few weeks, that you guys get to be the first participants to do and to share with your clients that you'll be onboarding. And this is just something like incredible, huge opportunity with this program. So moving forward, ways to earn as a Team Beachbody coach. There's a few different basic ways, and I'd like to share those with you. Challenge pack bonuses. When you enroll a client with a challenge pack, you can earn, depending on the package, anywhere between $40 to $105 per package. Again, this depends on which package, but it's a little bit higher than a 25% commission. And really quickly, at the bottom, since we're talking about money, what we never want to do as a company is sell you the idea that you can just blink and you're suddenly a millionaire. What we do as coaches is work, and the amazing ability to earn income is there for you, but it is based on the amount of work that you put in. So we do like to include that legal disclaimer to make sure that you understand that it's a job, and it's one that we're privileged to be able to do and earn in these different ways, but just wanted to make sure that you're all aware of that. We also earn a 25% retail commission. So in addition to Challenge Pack, which is basically when a client orders a program and either Beachbody On Demand subscription or any of these things that are put as a combo, those are really the best value for them. They get a great discount, and it's the best way for them to have the maximum results, because we're spearheading, their challenges in health and fitness that they've had with both nutrition and fitness. So this is really going to help give them the best results. They get the best value, and we're able to help them with maximum results. So in addition to that challenge pack bonus, the 25% retail commission comes in when they say, okay, well, I want to continue on with Shakeology. Shakeology is not just a weight loss shake. It's an incredible nutrition shake, one in which, can help your immunities, your digestion, all these amazing things. So it's not something that you just want to do for 30 days and quit it. It's something that you want to instill forever because it's something that you're nourishing your body with. So as your clients continue on, you're going to receive a 25% retail commission. Now, Shakeology is just a tiny piece of what we have available now. We also have equipment for the different programs in our Beachbody store. We also have a kids nutritional drink, Daily Sunshine. We also have beach bars, which are absolutely amazing. We have a performance line that is out of this world. It's for your athletes. It's for anybody who wants to take their levels in athleticism and fitness to the next level. We also have a 3-day refresh. It goes on and on. And so the opportunities to earn retail commission are really amazing as well. In addition, you can also earn Team Cycle bonus. I'm going to rewind just 1 second and kind of plug you into my story. When I first became a coach, remember, I was faced with bankruptcy. I really had no additional spending money laying around. I actually saved up, and for my birthday is when I enrolled as a coach and ordered my own challenge pack to become a coach. Now, I gave myself this idea because I said, okay, first of all, I put Becky through the ringer, so I'll answer some of your questions really quickly. No, you don't have to do this forever if you don't want to. You can cancel it anytime. Just like our client side, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. So I went through all these questions. Again, very skeptical, but everything was perfect. So I told myself, I'm going to do this. And within this week, or this month, I'm sorry, if I don't enroll 3 clients of my own to cover the investment that I just made in my own product, I'm going to cancel, right? And so I gave myself that, fake peace of mind, just to, give myself the bravery to move forward with this. And when I did that, in that first month, my excitement was so high, guys. It was through the roof. And what am I doing? Telling my friends, I'm doing this. Come on, let's do it together. It's going to be fun. And when you bring buddies along, you have better accountability. They have better results. It's fun to do this together. So we did this together. I had my first 3. I earned back my investment and I thought, woo, I made it. This is awesome. I had no idea about the actual potential of an income as a Beachbody coach. I just got excited to have gotten my investment back and have my Shakeology covered moving forward, because I knew that I wanted to keep fueling my body with that, even though I was going through a tough time. When mom was happy, everybody's happy. We got to take care of ourselves in order to be the best for our kids and for our families, right? So it was about 6 months later in my Beachbody journey, as far as the coach goes, that I got to sit down with some of our upline, and Becky kept telling me, you got to talk to this guy. And he sat down and explained Team Cycle Bonus to me. Now, what Team Cycle Bonus is basically, as you begin growing your own team of coaches, you have an opportunity to earn bonuses on anything that they are selling as your team. So when I looked at this, I had a team in place already of some friends that had decided to do this with me. We weren't doing much yet as a team, but I suddenly realized when we sat down that over time, with this opportunity of a Team Cycle Bonus, my income wasn't going to cap. I could keep working and working and working and working and working and earn more than I was already earning at my full-time job. My brain literally exploded because I had been having so much fun with this over the 6 months prior. To think that this could be my full-time job, it floored me. And at that same time, I was going through a divorce. So I was doing the single mom hustle. I was drowning in the single mom hustle. I was trying to figure out how to best be there for my kids. Not going to get, maybe a little emotional. That caught me. But I did not want to be the one that was picking them up at 6 p.m. while somebody else was watching them all day, just to make enough to make ends meet and do it all over again tomorrow. That's not life to me. That was sucking my life dry. And I knew that even though this Team Cycle Bonus meant that I was going to have to help a lot of people and they were going to have to help a lot of people, that was something that fueled me. That idea just, yes, I am going to do that. And I sat down that day and I planned it all out. And I knew, again, this wasn't going to happen overnight, but I knew that over time I could do this. I could help people. These products work. Why wouldn't I? What an opportunity. It just blew my mind. So with that, I was able to create a substantial income where I was able to leave my full-time job in that September. So that was the first of many amazing accomplishments for me with my Beachbody coaching, because that was something that just gave me so much freedom and so much pleasure to be able to live my life on my schedule, on my terms, make dinner for my kids, help them with their homework, do all these things that I always envisioned life would be before I realized I was going to be a divorced, single, bankrupt mom. And I got the opportunity to start over and recreate something even better than I would have ever imagined. Moving on. Whew, I made it through that. The matching bonus, when you begin growing your team as well, you are able to earn a 5 or 10%, depending on your rank, bonus of your personally sponsored coaches. You can earn a matching 5 or 10% bonus on the cycle bonus that they're earning. So another opportunity to earn as you grow your team. And finally, there's a Leadership Star Diamond quarterly bonus that you can earn once you begin to create leaders in your own team. you can qualify for that. And there's lots of details and training once you enroll as a coach that gives you all the information on how to do that. So before I turn it back, I just want to ask you to think about, what visions do you have for yourself and your family? I knew the ones that I had for me, and maybe that's not the same for you. Maybe you're happily married and you're totally fine, but you'd like a little extra money to travel. Maybe you are young and not married and don't want to be married yet and want to just pay off your school loans. Maybe you're home and just want to get grocery delivery, but it costs an extra $10 and you can't justify spending that yet. So I've given you, because I know sometimes we need a little help dreaming, I've given you a few ideas here, and I want you to really quickly write down which ones resonate most with you. And if it's not on here, write down your own. This is how you begin to transform your life, by allowing yourself the opportunity to open and dream and understand what's available for you when you start working for it. So for me, my very first, again, was just Shakeology. I wanted an upgrade on my health. I wanted to feel my best, look my best, function my best, be my best version of myself to best take care of my children and my family. Maybe you just want to cover your gas money. Maybe you want to go visit your sister and she lives too far. Maybe you want that organic grocery delivery that you felt silly about ordering before, but you think it's really important for you, for your own health and for your children. Maybe you want somebody to clean your house. I did. That was really exciting. Sometimes I like for my nails to be painted by somebody else, and why not? Another thing, I was doing races when I first started because running was free before I joined Beachbody. But then when I started running marathons, there's race fees and there's shoes you need to buy and goos and all these different things. Or maybe you have other hobbies, or maybe you just like going to Target and spending $200 when you blink your eyes. Whatever it is, those are things that you can put on your board. Maybe you want to go out and have date night, but you can't afford babysitter right now, and babysitter and date night. Babysitter and date night. Put it on your vision board. Maybe you want to travel. You want to make family memories outside of the country or up in the mountains or wherever it sounds cool for you. Maybe you want tuition. And the last 2 years, I was able to send my kids to the most amazing private school that's really been beneficial for them. And that was thanks to Beachbody and the work I've been able to do there. Freedom from debt, personal growth seminars, car payments, kids' college, charitable contributions. Maybe your retirement fund is zapped. I know when we went through our bankruptcy in an attempt to try and salvage what we could, I emptied my 401k that I'd been working on since I was 20. Wow. So maybe you need to replace your retirement fund or get started on it. Maybe you want an occupational plan B. Maybe you love your career and you don't plan on leaving, and that's great. We've got plenty of people who do that, but you want a plan B. You want the comfort and security to know that if I did want to walk away, I have that. Or if I got laid off, I have this. Okay, dependent care, dream home, and maybe it's just a legacy that you want to leave for your family. Maybe it's all of the above, and I hope that it is, because these are things that you can attain through this side gig, through this little hustle that we call coaching with Team Beachbody. It's up to you how much work you want to put into it, and it's up to you what you will get out of it. In addition to helping people, you get to also benefit from this side.
That was fantastic,
wow.
Amy. Thank you. I want to sign up all over again. See, this is what I'm talking about, you guys. These are why I love these calls, because I sit here and I listen to all these stories, which I've heard before. You know, we've been doing this together for a while, but you can't help but be inspired and want to take action for your life and not sit back and keep making excuses and keep, you know, spinning on the hamster wheel and just doing something different. So I'm going to turn it over now to Monica, who's going to talk to us about what we do. We talked about how we earn. I shared my story, but Monica's the master at really outlining what we do as coaches to be able to earn that income. So Mo.
All right, guys. Hi. So couple things. Number one, you stole like almost all of my content from my story, but it's kind of funny how our stories mimic each other. And two, I never realized we signed up 2 days apart. I am July 6th. 2013 is when I signed up to be a coach. So guys, my name is Monica Lopez. I am from Miami, Florida. I am 33 years old. I am a mom of 3 and married to my husband, Johan. Well, we've been together like 15, 16 years now. And I like to call myself an ex-paralegal in my past life. meaning I retired myself 4 years ago. She was my boss. That's the funny story. She was my boss, and I actually quit on her. I was the one that left first. She stayed behind for another year more. But I call that my past life because I just inside, I don't ever want to have to go back to that. Life has changed so much since becoming a full-time Beachbody coach. And it's something that is my powerful drive, is to keep growing this and making this baby mine, because it's something that has affected all areas of my life. So let me rewind a bit real quick. Before I get into what my topic is, I'm going to share with you guys what coaches do, because you're probably thinking, great, the money sounds great, right? The financial opportunity sounds fabulous, but what do I have to do in order to earn that? I'm going to get into that. But before I do, I want to kind of mimic what Amy was saying, because my story is a lot like hers. For me, it was looking at Christina. She was my boss in the office. I had my second son, and she had her son, DJ, just 6 months apart from each other. So she gave birth first. I saw this, back then I had just started the firm. This redhead coming in every day with an extra pep in her step, all happy. She didn't have matching eye bags like I did, dealing with an infant. And I thought to myself, like, what the heck is she doing? Like, she's got the answer. I'm drowning over here. I was drowning in postpartum pounds. I was drowning in depression, drowning in, having to come back to work just 4 weeks after having my son, because I couldn't afford to take my full 3 months. And I'll never forget that dramatic entrance into her office just one day out of the rhino. I'm like, okay, what are you doing? What are you doing? And she told me it was Beachbody. Back then, we didn't have challenge packs, right? So you had to buy your programs separately from your Shakeology, separately from everything. And the meal plans were like in Chinese. You could barely understand them. But that's what I started with, because I was inspired by her. And organically, the same thing started to happen to me when I decided to commit. My first program ever was Insanity the Asylum. So of course, I'm a little bit cuckoo. Instead of starting out with something that I could possibly do, I went from 0 to 100, but I took on the challenge. And for me, that's exactly what started to happen. People around me started noticing, just like I noticed Christina. And that's when I decided, okay, this coaching thing, let me give it a shot, simply because I want to earn the discount. I don't know about you guys. Like Amy was talking about the Target runs. Well, let me give you what my life was like before Beachbody. I'd be in Target, paying, walking out, and then I get the text message from my husband. What did you spend in Target? Like, shit, I just spent it. What are you talking about? Like, how do you know? But that's how we were. We were penny to penny, and we had to make sure we had for everything. And so I thought to myself, okay, if I do this, at least for the discount, I'll get my husband off my back for this thing that I'm doing to lose the baby weight. And then that's when I started saying, okay, what if I could make some extra cash? It would pay off the Shakeology, so then it really wasn't a cost. And then I was thinking about, okay, the kids' soccer. And I was thinking about, okay, the credit cards. And then little by little, this side gig started paying for things. But never in my wildest dreams, it just never crossed my mind that I'd do this full time. I had been a paralegal, I'd worked very hard for the position I had, and I had no desire to leave it. I loved what I did. But then happened, so there's always like a turning point in your life, right? Like things that you just hit you from left field and you had like, well, what the heck happened there? Curveballs thrown at you. I got pregnant with my third child, right? Actually about 4 months after signing up as a coach. And I said to myself, okay, no problem. I'm going to carry people through my pregnancy, and I'm going to prove that you can do fitness, you can do nutrition during pregnancy if you're doing it beforehand, because I was already in like tip-top shape from Insanity Asylum. And I'm going to prove that you can also battle the postpartum pounds right after having pregnancy. And that had this whole postpartum project thing swirling in my head. And that was my goal. That was my plan. Well, when I gave birth to Mia, about 4 weeks after she was born, I realized something was like really off about her eye every time she would cry. Like right above her eye right here, it gets super swollen every time she cried. She was like a tiny little infant. Now, this is kid number 3. So you guys know, if you guys have kids, kid number 1, every little thing you go running to the doctor. Kid number 2, Kid number 3 was almost feeding themselves. So I didn't worry too much about it. But when day 2, then day 3, and this was getting worse, and it was looking black and blue. And I remember looking at my husband saying, something is not right. I thought it was a clogged tear duct, but I said, you know what? Something's not right. Motherly intuition said, just take her to the doctor. I'll never forget, took her to the doctor, and it was the pediatrician looked at her and said, get your butt over to Miami Children's Hospital right now. You're going to see the specialist, Dr. Duarte. I'll never forget her name. And I believe your daughter has what's called a hemangioma, which is a blood tumor that grows very rapidly in the early ages of life. And from the looks of it right now, it is already affecting her eye. And we don't know if it's affecting her vision, and so on and so forth. To fast forward, what the first 4 weeks after Mia's diagnosis looked like, we were stuck in the hospital almost every single day. It was MRI after ultrasound, after having to put my daughter down for these kinds of things because she was only an infant. To then find out that, yes, it was a tumor. It had grown to a size already that was pushing her eye out of her socket. We were at the risk of her going blind. Surgery was off the table because this tumor was now all bundled up with her nerves and her eye muscles. And basically, I'll never forget the doctor looking at us, sitting us down and saying, listen, mom and dad, this is what she's got. We don't have a for sure treatment, but we have this experimental drug that we have been testing out for hemangiomas for infants. And this is what your plan A is for your child. This is the only plan we have for your child. And off we went. That's what we did. It was giving her this medicine called propranolol once a day. It had to be administered at the hospital because it would thin their blood and whatnot. And so many things, so many possible complications could go wrong. And this lasted up to 3 months of having to be in the hospital. And then once a week, do an MRI, do an ultrasound, see where we're at, because her tumor was growing inside of her body versus outside. I tell you this because it was soon after me having her. I had to go back to work, right? Now here, my 3-month maternity leave was wrapping up. And what really pushed me over the edge, that one thing that where I still hold on to this feeling, what it felt like, is that when I had to go back to work, I had to send my mom, my sister, my husband, even my friends to fill my shoes to those doctor's appointments at the hospital, because I had to be in my cubicle. I had to be behind my desk. I had to do my job, right? Because my job at the time was 50% of the income in our household. I needed to go back to work. But my back was against the wall as a mother saying, okay, what if today's the day that Mia has an adverse reaction? What if today's the day that something goes wrong and I'm not there? And I hated having to talk to my daughter's doctor through a speakerphone. And so I held on to that. And we got through that really dark moment. We really did. We got through it like champs. I remember breaking down just one time. And then it's crazy the kind of strength that God gives us to get through those kinds of things. But once I did, I remember looking at my husband saying, I don't ever want to be in this position again. Like, what are we doing? We are not prepared for anything. A lot of talk about like what Amy was talking about, having that plan B. And that's where the idea started to evolve into Beachbody. I looked at my Beachbody side gig in a whole other light. I still, to be honest with you guys, didn't quite think I'd leave my job completely, but I did know that this was what I could build to have a security net and never be in the position that we were in. But soon after that, all that happened, I went to our yearly convention called Summit. John Maxwell was on stage, opened my eyes to so many things. And that's when I came home from that summit. I said, that's it. I'm gunning it. I want to make this my full-time job. So I share this with you guys because you heard Amy talk about it. You heard Christina talk about it. You could be on this call right now and you can just be Monica or Amy wanting to get that pretty baby body back. Like that could be your driving force right now. And that's completely okay. You could be that person that wants to prove to your husband, this is not going to be an added expense and you're going to do this for real. I've been there too. Wherever it is, or you could be that person that has something really pressing on you that you just really, like Casey, you're going to hear from in a second. Casey just knew she wanted to make this, something out of this. You can be in anywhere on the spectrum, and Beachbody is your solution. There is an opportunity here for you. So I hope that you hold on to that. Everything that you hear tonight, you kind of are able to look at your life and say, okay, this is me right now, and this is what I can do it. All right. So let's get into the presentation I have for you guys. And like I said, tonight I'm talking about what coaches do. Okay. So we like to joke it's fitness, Wi-Fi, and a dream, but really it is. As long as you have Wi-Fi, and I mean, I do 99% of my work off my cell phone. Okay. And I work out every single day. I'm a product of the product. As long as I'm doing those things, I have the foundation for a business to get started. All right. So tonight I'm going to talk to you guys about what our mission is as coaches, what we call our vital behaviors, the things that we do every single day as coaches. And then I'm going to talk about our tools and what you're going to have at your access as a brand new coach to start building your business. All right. before we get into all that, by the way, this beautiful photo was taken literally, what was it, 3 days ago? 3 days ago while we were all in Indianapolis. We like to call this our yearly family reunion. Here you're going to see everyone. We were like a sea of red. But I want to share with you guys, I want to first debunk for you guys a couple of myths that I constantly hear from prospects or new coaches thinking about joining. Number one is, well, I'm not at my goal weight. I don't think I look like a coach, or I don't look XYZ, or I still have XYZ pounds to lose. I want you to understand that really, truly, the power is in the journey. The power is truly in the journey. Nobody's inspired by saying, ta-da, I did it, I'm here, I'm in perfect shape. Nobody's inspired by that. People want to see what you're going through. People are inspired by struggle. So I urge you to look at this in a whole different light. It's not about the final product. It's about being a product in the making that inspires the next person and will build the tribe that you will hopefully lead, okay? Personal trainer, do you have to be any kind of professional? No, we are in business. We collaborate with some of the best of the best. Tony Horton, Shalene Johnson, Siggy Kalev, Autumn Calabrese. Now we have Joel Freeman on the team. I mean, who am I missing?
Ilana Molstein.
Ilana Molstein. Now we just have her. She's the creator of 2B Mindset. That's the first program we have that is fully focused on nutrition first, right? Because all the other programs are fitness first. So what I'm trying to say is that we are in business and we collaborate with some of the best of the best. So that's not your job. Your job is simply to inspire people by being on the journey and guide them and be a mentor and a light and just an advocate for what they're doing. That is truly what coaches do. And do you have to be a nutritionist? No. Again, like I said, we partnered up with the best of the best. And is there any prior knowledge, any kind of degree? And none of that is necessary. We have all walks of life on our team. And really what you need to bring to the table is hustle, heart, and the desire to help the next person. And of course, you got to be willing to be a product of the product, which is a beautiful thing because your business is based on your growth, both on the inside and the outside. All right. So that leads us to our mission. Our mission is simply to help people achieve their goals and live a healthy, fulfilling life. We do that in so many arenas. We do that in the fitness arena. We do that with mindset. We do that with culture and teamwork, like Christina talked about. I mean, we do that. We really are a family. And what people don't realize, sometimes I say it all the time, it's more than just a workout and a shake. It's about a lifestyle and being a part of something that is much bigger than we are. And that's what I like to lead with in my business. And I want people to understand that about what we do, okay? Now, our vital behaviors. What is it that we would expect a new coach coming in? Or what are the things that you should be doing to start to see success in your business? Well, one, we are a product of the product. You're not going to ask anyone to get up every day, get their workout in, push play, drink their shake, follow the meal plan, read their personal development, and share if you're not willing to do those things yourself. So what we are preaching, we are doing. And again, beautiful thing because it changes you in ways that you'll never, you'll understand when you start to see them happening. Personal development. We work on our body just as hard as we work on our mind just as hard as we work on our body. Because funny enough, you will push limits if you've got it up here happening, right? If you're growing up here. And oftentimes what stops you is what's going on here. So right now, just listening to this call, you may have tons of doubt, but if you could change that doubt and start thinking positively, it's crazy what you can accomplish. So we hone in on how important personal development and personal growth is. And then we're out there inviting. We don't, like we said, we don't stay quiet about this opportunity. We don't stay quiet about our programs and Shakeology and our nutritional systems. We are out there sharing because we understand we have something of value and we want to pay it forward to the next person. And then, like Christina talked about when she opened up the call, we are big on recognition. We are constantly recognizing, from whether it's a jean size you lost to your first, $100 paycheck to whatever it is, you were able to pay off a credit card, you were able to put your kid in soccer. We celebrate it. I think that's something really missing in this world. It really is. All right. So that's what we call the 4 vital behaviors as a coach. And then let's talk quickly about the tools that you'll have access to when you sign up as a coach. Christina will talk about the cost to start your business, but this is what will come with the cost. Well, first and foremost, yes, you'll have access to our effective and fun home workouts. You'll also have your Shakeology that you'll begin to feel that Shakeology feel like she talked about, and other nutritional tools, depending on what program you decide to start with, whether it's the cute little colored containers, whether it's your 2B Mindset booklet and your tracker, whatever it is, that's going to be part of on getting you started. Challenge groups. You may be in one right now, but we run all of our challenge groups on this really awesome app that's called My Challenge Tracker. And you can see it here to the right-hand side. This app was created for Beachbody coaches. So your customers will come in there and they will log their Shakeologies, they will log their meals, they will log their workouts, they will, able to share different things with you. And as a coach, you'll be able to track their progress. And that's how you can help inspire, motivate, hold people accountable by using this app, okay, which comes completely free. Can you hear my kids screaming? But you can. This app comes completely free to your customers with the order of their challenge pack, okay? And to you, it's no additional cost. It's just a really great tool that they created for us as coaches. You'll also get access to what we call Diesel Nation New Coach Academy. Christina and I, actually, the whole reason why I was here today at her home was because we were working on this New Coach Academy because we knew we were going to have you guys joining it very soon, and we wanted to make sure it was complete. But basically, between Christina and I and a lot of the leaders on Diesel Nation, we kind of got together and said, okay, as a new coach coming in, what do they need to know right away to get started? What can give them the perfect foundation to start to build a successful business? And that's where we gave birth to New Coach Academy, and that's what you're going to have access to when you join our team. We also have a private Facebook page, which as soon as you join our team, we will announce you. We will blow your picture up. We'll announce you, tell you a little bio about who you are, and then we'll celebrate that you have started your business. We also have access to what we call the Coach Online Office, or we call it the COO, or the back office. These are all just interchangeable names that we use for this. But basically, think about it this way. You're running your entire business on a website that's already created for you. Your website's already created. All your data is already stored. We don't deal with any returns. We don't deal with any exchanges, anything that may be, whatever, a faulty water bottle. We don't handle all that. We have Beachbody warehouses that deal with that customer service, and we can run that our entire business through this Coach Online Office that is given to us with our monthly fee that Chris will talk about in a second. And then lastly, this is super cool. We just got this not too long ago, but we now have the share a cart feature, which means when someone's ready to join you, you now have the ability to create a cart for them, put whatever it is that they need in there. So if they tell you, okay, I need 2B mindset, but I want all access to Beachbody On Demand, and ooh, what's that yellow stuff that you keep drinking and all of a sudden you're like bouncing off the walls? Oh, Energize, you want that too? Okay, I can plug that in for you. And you're able to create a cart and get your customer started with no complications, no hassles. And it's really been amazing to have that tool as well. All of these tools will be at your fingertips when you sign up as a coach, and you'll be paying your coach monthly fees, which is peanuts. Wait until you hear what you pay as a month to run this business that could really, you've heard it all from me and from Amy and from Christina. So that's it. That wraps up my portion.
Awesome. So that was absolutely perfect. I love how you summarize what we do, because here's the thing. This business, I don't like to sugarcoat it. It is a business, right? And when Amy tells you that you can get this life-changing income, like what Monica describes, it's almost like I'm in, I get to help people. You have all these tools that you give me to be successful. And wait, your team also has created a training website. And wait, we have this and that. So you're given everything to be successful. The only thing that's going to stand in the way between you and that success is your mindset, your ability to want to work hard, to connect with people, to just do the work, right? And so I'm encouraging you guys to realize that as you step into this role, be ready to do the work, because that's where it builds character, and that's where you're going to build your passion for not only for yourself, but for helping other people, which is awesome. So before I introduce Casey, who is actually one of Monica's personally sponsored coaches, who's doing so phenomenally well in the business and has a really powerful story, Monica talked about the fees associated with Beachbody coaching. So if you already have your challenge pack, then it's very simple, because you will sign up. There is a $40 fee, and you'll get refunded that fee, because with a challenge pack, that fee will be waived. Okay, so you'll pay it and get refunded. If you're sitting on this call and you don't have anything right now, you're sitting like anxiously waiting to get your hands on that Shakeology and that fitness program. You saw Amy's biceps, right? Like, who doesn't want to do lift 4 right now? If you don't have anything, then our suggestion is you sign up to be a coach with a challenge pack, right? So a pack that comes with all the tools that you'll need to be successful in your own physical journey. And with that $40 fee is waived. Okay. So challenge pack across the board is what you'll want to do. But of course, you're going to have to speak to the person that invited you here or who you reached out to get situated with what's your best way to become a coach. As a coach, we pay a $15.95 monthly business fee. It is what I like to refer to as our coach overhead, right? So like if you were to open a restaurant or a clothing boutique, you'll have to pay for insurance, you'll have to pay for payroll, you'll have to pay for your rent, you'll have to pay all these things, right? It's a lot of money. Considering what we pay, $15.95, it's really nothing. And in return, you get a whole lot. You get your coach online office, your website, share cart, the My Challenge Tracker app, and of course, all the resources that Diesel Nation already has for you. In addition to the $15.95 business fee, we get 25% off, right? So we talked about how you earn, but there's another really great benefit to coaching, which is the discount. And you've probably heard the term, oh, I'm a discount coach, or I'm signing up for the discount. Well, that's an option, but I'm going to encourage you to think bigger and not label yourself a discount coach just because it's safe. I know a lot of people do that. You're like, well, I'm just going to stay in my little safe bubble and call myself a discount coach. No, get out there, work on yourself and inspire other people to take action. I'm telling you now, there's no better feeling than earning a paycheck because you actually were bold and took that step to connect someone to one of our products or a challenge pack or whatever it is they need to be successful. So we get 25% off everything. So you'll pay your challenge pack to sign up. The next month, your Shakeology will be at a 25% discount. And if you wanted to start using any one of our consumable products, I mean, I'll just highlight myself. We drink Shakeology. My daughter drinks Daily Sunshine. I drink Energize Daily. We drink Recover. I eat Beach Bars. I mean, I can go on and on. Like we are true. This is a Beachbody family. The integrity with our product line is like none other. It is as clean as you can get them. If you were to compare our Beach Bars to one that you would pick up at Publix or GNC, there's just no comparison. Shakeology, that's another call, but there is just simply nothing that compares to it. So that is what you will do to sign up. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Casey. She's going to briefly tell us her story and how in a very short amount of time, Beachbody has impacted her life.
Hi, guys. Thanks for having me again. I told this story about 2 months ago, and it has already changed so much. It's just unbelievable. If you let it and if you give in, you just keep evolving and growing, and it's magnificent. So let's go back to maybe right after I realized that my middle child was a little bit wild. I thought I was done. We thought we were finished having children. We were happy, 2 girls. That was enough. And then I got this whirlwind experience when I became pregnant with my 3rd. I didn't really understand it. I didn't know how. I didn't know why. But this also happened within the same 10-day period that my grandfather was diagnosed and died from cancer. Mind-boggling. This isn't even something that I shared on the first story, but all of this happened. I literally conceived my daughter either on the way there, on the way home, nobody knows, but that is why she is here, hands down. So I cried for maybe a week, and then I got over it. And then I said, all right, she's my blessing. She's the silver lining. We got this. But I didn't have it at all. And she was not my silver lining. I had an awful pregnancy. I didn't take care of my body. I didn't even take vitamins because I didn't think I needed them. I was feeding myself not good food. I was just worn out. 2 kids and 1 younger one would do that to you. But I pushed through. I thought that I was healthy. Not really. My OB kept telling me, what if you looked at your charts, you would think that you're like in your 50s. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm not, I'm healthy. Right. And he's like, yeah, no, you're not. So there was that. I got through it. I had my baby. Maybe like the first 2 months is kind of just a blur. I don't really remember much of it. I was just going through the motions, and I kept telling myself and my husband, it's going to get better. It's going to get better. And it didn't. I completely became consumed, overwhelmed, and really just alone. I don't think that people relate to, like, you as a new mother, even though it's your third time, it's still new. You just feel like nobody can relate to you. And even though on the outside, I kind of had the American dream, right? I had the husband, I had the house, I own my own business, I own a preschool. So by all dictionary terms, I was successful, but I was just suffocating in my own life, in my own wealth, in my own home. I mean, I didn't go anywhere. My mom thought that I was losing it. She didn't know what to do because I just yelled at her. My husband was like walking on eggshells, can I talk to her today? Can I not? And my husband's a very big fit fanatic. So he always got to work out. So then the next kind of light bulb, but it was dim, like none of these things were bright, that went off in my head was how he got to go to the gym every day and he got to do something that he wanted to do every day. And I didn't, not because I couldn't, but because I chose not to, because I stayed here, because I sat on my couch, because I accepted my misery and thought that this was life. And so I began resenting my husband, period. Like, he just didn't have the load that I did. He didn't have the responsibility that I did. He just was happy and went to the gym and worked out and looked great. And I was like, mom of three, like, kill me now. So then, there was this girl with this pink lipstick, right? That pink lipstick that you're looking at, who kept popping up on social media. Like, right when I needed somebody to kick me when I was down, there she was. And she just was always happy and full of energy and had 3 kids and was running this business that I didn't quite understand, but I knew it was her business and it was full time. And her husband loved her and she loved him, right? And I'm just like sitting over here, just not getting it, not realizing that it was me, that I was the problem. And I'm just like, this Monica girl, like, what is it? What's the secret? I'm not working out at home because I'm not going to do that. I'm going to either get to the gym or I'm not. But this home stuff, it doesn't work. And then Monica kept popping up and Monica kept popping up. And then finally, at the end of the worst year of my life, after I had, my baby, she was born in February. So she was coming up on 10 months old. And I was like, all right, enough is enough. I either do something now or you might as well kill me because I'm not getting anywhere. It's not getting better. This baby is going to start walking soon. And then it's going to be even more of a madhouse. And I just can't continue. So I called Monica and I said, why are you so happy? Because I want to be that way. But I still didn't think that the programs worked. All I wanted was the shake. I thought to myself, if I could just, let me start with that, baby steps, because that was just my mentality. Let me start with the shake. If I start eating better, I'm going to start feeling better. If I start feeling better, then I'm going to start looking better. And then I'll just be better, right? I wanted to be better. So that's what I did. I ordered a shake. And then in my own natural, sarcastic way, I posted a picture of it on Instagram like that. And I got someone to ask me what it was. And I told them. And that was the light bulb. There it is. That was the light bulb that went off where I was like, oh my God, I can sell this. Like, I can make everybody drink Shakeology because it's that good. Because I had it for like, I don't know, maybe 3 days and I already felt better. I was already, let's talk regularity. It works. I even, like, as crazy as it sounds, I felt like leaner and slimmer. And I was like, this is liquid gold. Everybody needs this. So I posted my picture and then people started asking about it. And then I thought to myself, well, it's not cheap. So let me sell at least 3 bags of it so that I can pay for mine. And then whatever happens, happens. But this was this was December 28th. And then maybe January 2nd or 3rd, I signed up January 3rd. And then probably January 3rd and a half, maybe like right after midnight on January 4th, I sold Shakeology. I sold my first bag. And then it all went downhill from there. Well, actually, it's really uphill. But 80-Day Obsession dropped. I started that program, still kind of like only a little bit convinced that it was going to work, but I was going to do it because it was part of the program and Monica said that I should. So I did. And it was fantastic. I mean, I got better results from that than I have ever gotten. And I just started telling people and talking about it. And I started thinking, and I would talk to my husband, I would talk to my few friends that I got to join me, because really that's what it was. We were doing workouts online. We were doing workouts together. And it started like my own little like friendly community of my friends who were missing this. Like we realized that we were missing this. And then I thought to myself, my second light bulb that went off was I own a daycare and I'm surrounded by moms. And my direct sphere of influence are people who are not talking about their problems, are putting on a happy face, are trying to please their kids, are trying to make ends meet. Like they need this. Like it is my responsibility now to these moms that are around me, that look up to me. They come to my business. I watch their children to give them this. Like this is what moms need. This is the secret. This is what I was missing for a year when I laid on that couch miserable. My husband went to the gym. They live their lives. They're great. Nothing bothers them. And we're just like compounding and being like crushed down. And it's like, just drink the shake. That's it. They said this weekend at Summit, they were like, Beachbody has it all figured out. They give you the tools. You pay $15.95 and they give you an office. They give you a manager. They give you a product, creator. They give you a line of foolproof things. You just have to talk to the people. And it's incredible what happens when you start doing that. And anybody can do it. Anybody. You don't have to be professional. You don't have to be in your face. Everybody has their own way of speaking and everybody has their own group of people that are going to relate to them. You just need to find your people. And we want this. Like this is such a, and then once you start it, because again, I only thought I was going to drink the shake and Monica was like, do the workout. I said, yeah, okay. Like every time I work out with Monica, it's freaking awesome. Like this is what we need. It gives you so much. And then for you to turn around and pass it on to the next person is really where the beauty lies. Yes, the money is good, right? And Amy mentioned that and Monica mentioned it. And I mean, it's great. I got pretty good paychecks rather quickly, but it's not even for that. Like that's not the first thing that comes to my mind. The first thing that comes to my mind when I think about this opportunity is the community, the family, and the help that you give to other people. I think I'm good. I think that
I love inviting you to this call because it's such a no nonsense, like drink the shake, sell the shake, do the workout, and it's refreshing. It really is. And that's why I love having you do this call, because it's just like you were miserable. You made a decision. You got unmiserable. And now you're earning an income helping other people be unmiserable. And that's a beautiful freaking thing. And I'm blessed to have met you through Monica. And I'm really proud that you're part of Diesel Nation. So I hope you guys were inspired by Casey. She inspires me every day. Like she really grabbed this business and just went, phew, and just is running with it. And she's going to have a lot of momentum heading into the next year. And it's really, really awesome. So congrats to you. And thank you for sharing your truth, which that's what we want. Like our team is about the truth. I will never sit on a call like this and tell you it's easy, just come, because that's not going to serve anyone for me to do that. The workouts are tough. You're going to have to eat healthy, and some of, oh my God, I have to eat vegetables. Yeah, you're going to eat vegetables. You're going to drink a lot of water. And if you want to work this business, you're going to have to work hard, and you're going to have to believe, and you might have to invest in yourself and read some books and really improve yourself. And you know what? That's the hardest job you're ever going to have is working right here. But it's a beautiful thing, and it's a beautiful process. And to go from this person and then evolving as a human being and as someone that is passionate and alive and spreads positivity, there's really nothing like it. And that I won't ever sugarcoat, because that's the God honest truth. And so you guys, it's gone really long tonight because I spoke for about 15 minutes to like 3 people with our Facebook fiasco. So I really apologize for that. We'll post a recording. I'll post our last recording. I mean, we're just we'll get you guys all set up. But like I said at the beginning, be bold tonight. Make the decision. We use this analogy a lot. Draw the line in the sand. Say yes. Join us, because nothing ever comes out of the word no, right? If you say no, that's the end of that. But yes has so much possibility. You can change your life in so many ways through Beachbody. You can meet such amazing people that inspire you, that make you want to be better, whether it's in our team or the network, which is another really cool aspect of this. I have friends now in London, in Canada, in Wisconsin. Like a Miami girl has like a BFF in Wisconsin, like who does that? Right, to my Liz. So you guys, it really is it's an incredible thing to be a part of. It's something bigger than us. It's not just selling packs or selling a shake. It's really a movement that we're on, and I'm proud to be part of this movement. And I want to invite you to join this movement. We just relaunched our brand new organization page. We're doing some kick butt trainings in that page. We want to invite you to that. We're going to shout you out. If you join the team, we're going to blast your, like Monica said, don't be scared. It's not scary, but we're going to welcome you to Diesel Nation and to our family. All right, you guys, it's time to go. The kids are like running amok outside. Amy, thank you. Casey, thank you. Monica, thank you. You guys, we'll see you on the flip side on Diesel Nation. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.